Steve here with ICRPG behind the DM screen. In this episode, we will be talking about aging. It's a natural part of life. Is it a natural part of your RPG campaigns? Also, at the end of this video, I have a pretty big announcement to make, at least it's big for me. So stay tuned till the end, like and subscribe. As the saying goes, it sucks to get old, but the alternative is worse. The question is, do we really think about our characters aging in an RPG? Now, if you grew up playing D&D, and especially it seems to me with the current 5e model that characters just keep going up and up and up. They level up, level up, level up. I guess when they get to 20, they retire, maybe, I guess. But they don't really ever seem to age out and die of sort of natural causes. We're going to change that. As you already know from my previous videos, I am very big into game design and definitely into modification. There is no perfect gaming system out there, including any that I've designed myself. And so we take little bits and pieces and we add our homebrew to it, and we do things that make sense to us that work well at our tables. So I am going to throw a character sheet up on the screen. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. This is for a new RPG that we are creating. It's in the play testing phase right now. But if you'll notice on this character sheet, there is a hit point track. Now that hit point track goes up to 90, but technically our characters go up to 100 HP. You do that by putting a marker on the 90 and another one on the 10, and then you just keep moving them up or down. And so that's how that track works. But if you'll notice at the top of that track, next to the 90, it says aging, and it's got a little checkbox, and there you go. So when a character hits 100 hit points, you check that box, and now at the end of certain things where hit points would normally be awarded, instead you're on the decline. So you roll a d10, and that's how many points you subtract from your character's hit point. When they go to 0, they die. Now, when we first designed that aging mechanism, there was a little bit of pushback even among us designers, and it was kind of along the lines of, hey, we're really attached to our group, we're attached to our character, do we really want to kill them off? We were just so used to this idea of always going up, 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 more power, more power, more power, that it was something that was completely new to us. Now, I'm sure we're not the first ones to develop an aging mechanism in an RPG, so don't get me wrong about that. But we were trying to make it such that it was realistic, but also had a certain element of enough time, but not too much. So if you think about it, 100 hit points, you know, as you're being awarded, how long will it really take you to climb to that spot? You know, most groups at most would meet once a week. So think how long that would take you to get up to 100 hit points. If you rolled a d10 like every single time, it would take you 10 just to get there, and then 10 to decline. That's 20 weeks. That's like half a year, you know, which is actually playing once a week. So really, you'll have enough time with your character. But what's nice is, you know, as you go and you kind of get to your peak, you have to start thinking, okay, now I'm going to start to decline. I can play this declining character, but I might want to have another one that I'm already starting to develop and get excited about. In addition to losing just hit points, we also roll a 1d4 to start decreasing mastery and certain abilities as well. And again, it's just to kind of try to make it that none of us are at peak performance forever. We get there and then we start to decline. It's just a natural part of aging. You can make it, if you want to do a modification on my modification, do something where they get wiser as they go. So you start to rely more on your experience and intellect than you do on your physical ability. So that's how we've chosen to handle aging of characters. And now for the big news. We are excited to say that after many, many months, really years or decades if you want to get technical, we are about to launch this, Alloyed RPG. This is a game system that several of us have created who grew up maybe old school, were playing for a while, left the game, came back to it, got hooked on ICRPG and some more fun things to counterbalance sort of the bloated feel of some of the other games that had developed in the last 30 years. And here we have it. So Alloyed RPG is a very, very fun gaming system. It literally takes 5 minutes to create your character. It'll only take 10 minutes to read the core rules. I think it's 10 pages, something like that. And it's it's in playtesting right now. So we're just super, super excited. So you're going to start seeing some videos that are going to lean toward that. But I do hope that you stay on and continue to subscribe here, because the philosophy is very similar to ICRPG. We share the same philosophies, we draw from some of the same backgrounds, even some of the same mechanisms, just with our little mods and spins on them. So I think you're really going to like it, so stay tuned. Thanks again for watching, and may your dice always roll with advantage.